Hey guys, Stone737 here. This is just a quick video to get this out here while these opinions and thoughts are still relevant. I just wanted to get my thoughts out on what happened at the WWE Royal Rumble last night. Now, there's a lot of controversy about how it ended, who won the Rumble match, and sorry, I can't help but laugh at some of this, but I just want to get my 2 cents out there. That's an American term, right? But anyway, so last night, if you haven't seen the Rumble, obviously don't watch this video because it contains spoilers, but last night we had Batista making his in-ring return and winning the Royal Rumble. Now, there's been a lot of controversy about this, a lot of ranting and raving. I don't know if you've read about, apparently Mick Foley went on a big rant about it, and so did his son. His son majorly criticised Triple H, because I assume Triple H had a major say in Batista coming back and, say, winning the Rumble, talking about not giving the fans what they want, and I can completely agree with this. Now, I don't want to be like one of those hardcore fans who say when someone's like highly popular, they just jump on their bandwagon and it's like they can do no wrong. It was sort of like that when CM Punk did the whole pipe bomb thing a couple of years ago. It's like he could give a innocent kid the middle finger and some of the fans would be like, he's done nothing wrong there, you know, that's just not appropriate. Not that that happened, as far as we know, but anyway, my point is, Daniel Bryan is currently the guy who's the most over with the WWE audience right now. No one can deny that, and I'm not saying I'm not a fan of Daniel Bryan, I really am, but I don't like to be one of those typical fans like I just described, but in my opinion, I think Daniel Bryan should have at least been in the Royal Rumble, and ideally I would love to have seen Daniel Bryan win the Royal Rumble. I'll tell you why, because he is technically in the ring one of the best performers they have right now. He's, like I said, completely over with the fans, and I'd say, judging on what he does, he's a hell of a worker. I mean, he works both Raw and SmackDown. He's suffered 2 concussions recently, and I really thought he was going to be out of action for a long time a couple of weeks ago when he got that concussion with Bray Wyatt in the cage, and that was really disappointing. But he came back, and I thought, oh, blimey, the fact that he's come back so quickly, maybe he is going to be winning the Royal Rumble, but alas, he wasn't even in it. So there's major criticism that, you know, the WWE aren't giving the fans what they want. What we have to realise is, in my opinion at least, WWE are operating majorly from a business standpoint, and you can see that with the previous WWE Spinner title and the current one. You've got the WWE logo plastered all over it, as big as they can. It's to get exposure. So, like, for example, my brother said, and I agree with, when you see celebrities and other sport athletes with a replica WWE title, you know, it's exposure for the company, so it'll attract new people to watch it. Maybe sports fans, say for example, if you've got a sports athlete who's got a title, fans of the sport they're involved in will probably think, let me check WWE out. So it's all exposure for the WWE. So with Batista, he's got a film coming out, is it Guardians of the Galaxy? I apologise if I got that wrong, I'm really not up to date with that, but excuse me, he's going to get great media publicity and so on. Apparently he's going to take some time off to promote that film when it comes out. So the WWE are going to get big media exposure from this. And I'd probably say that, you know, I'm not an accountant, I don't do their books, I know nothing about their finances really, but when he goes off to promote this, they're probably going to make so much money from media exposure, publicity, you know, media events and so on, probably more so than they could have done from just Daniel Bryan, like, working off his back. But the thing, my counter argument would be, as said, Daniel Bryan is so over with the fans, it would have been like a sort of fairy tale story if he could have won the Royal Rumble, won the title at WrestleMania. It feels like there's unfinished business from SummerSlam when he got screwed out of it initially by Randy Orton when he cashed in Money in the Bank. So, just, it would have been brilliant, and I would have thought that, like, they could have sold so much merchandise because he's so over with the fans that they would have made a lot of money from this. But maybe, like I said, I don't know for sure, maybe they thought it out, they'd get more money from Batista winning the Royal Rumble, even though the fans slated it last night. The crowd reactions were, you know, they weren't good from a fan's point of view, but it was quite funny, really. And Batista getting booed like hell at the end of the match when he won. Apparently it was off camera, but he flipped off another fan who was flipping him off. And even Rey Mysterio, number 30, I mean, fans must have been thinking, oh my gosh, number 30, maybe they're saving Daniel Bryan. Mysterio's music hits, no crowd reaction whatsoever. The whole time Mysterio's in there, he's getting booed. When he gets eliminated, there's a small cheer. Obviously the fans were not happy with the way it went down, and just from a fan's standpoint of a fan, I'm not happy with it. I was looking forward to seeing Batista coming back, as long as he came back as a heel. Like, when he left previously, he was a heel. He was hilarious then. I would have loved if he came back as that sort of character, but he's not. So, you know, it's kind of hypocritical. Some fans were probably thinking, oh yeah, it'd be good to have the Batista back. Now, probably right now, they probably wish he had never come back at all. So, like I said, I'm speaking from a fan's point of view. If you got Randy Orton and Batista in the main event at WrestleMania 30, a landmark WrestleMania, an anniversary WrestleMania, I'm not looking forward to it. It doesn't look as if John Cena is actually going to be involved in the title match, because it seems like they've set up him and Bray Wyatt now. The reason for that is yet to be unveiled. But Randy Orton, Batista, main event WrestleMania 30 for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. If it's just that, I'm not looking forward to it. If they could throw Daniel Bryan in, say make it triple threat, that would be good, as long as Daniel Bryan won it. It would just be like a sort of ending to, say, WrestleMania 20, when you had, I'm going to say it, Chris Benoit in the main event. Apparently they threw Shawn Michaels into that main event because they thought Benoit on his own against Triple H couldn't sort of live up to the hype, so they threw in Shawn Michaels. It would be like that sort of ending when you had Eddie Guerrero and Benoit at the end hugging. It was just, you know, a great thing to see, because you had two wrestlers coming from another company, not two wrestlers that the WWE had built up themselves. They got, you know, the main spotlight at WrestleMania 20, another landmark WrestleMania. So it probably would have been on the same sort of like level, let's say, maybe, with Daniel Bryan winning it, because he's made his name on the independent circuits, not been built up by the WWE, sorry. Like, say, Randy Orton, The Rock, or John Cena. So, yeah, that's my opinions on that. I'm hoping that the crowd at Raw tonight will be somewhat the same as the Royal Rumble, because I'm looking forward to the reaction. You know, obviously Batista's got to cut a promo on winning the Royal Rumble. I'm kind of hoping he gets booed, just because it will be funny. Because, you know, I mean, as fans, what can we say? Fans are voicing their opinion. They want Daniel Bryan to be the top guy, but it's just not happening. So, you know, as fans, what can we do? There's nothing we can do. We've done all we can. WWE aren't listening. So, anyway, if you agree with that, my opinions on that, fair enough. If you disagree, feel free to leave comments in the box below. I'm going to be a cunt to myself, and feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Twitter if you want to, at stone737_. It's on my previous videos. I'm not going to bother putting it in this one. I can't be bothered to edit it. But anyway, yeah, do all that if you like. You know, like I said, I'm being a cunt to myself because normally I don't promote that. But if you want to do it, fair enough. It would be nice, and I would thank you for it. So yeah, feel free to tell me your thoughts and opinions on the Royal Rumble. Were you happy with it? Were you not happy with it? I'd be surprised if there's many people that were happy with it. I saw nothing but bad things this morning when I woke up, when I checked on the internet. Yeah, so I'll catch you in the next video then. Thanks for watching, and take care.